Hello everyone, welcome to my online prep. This is the class 5 of our revision series for your May 2023 Jaiib exam, and here we are discussing the paper 4, that is Retail Banking and Wealth Management. This is from module B. The classes covering the module A have already been uploaded. Also the first few chapters of module B have also been covered and uploaded on the YouTube channel. These MCQs are freely available on the YouTube channel of MyOnlinePrep. So let us continue with the class 5 of our module B. Okay, so this is your revision series. So we'll be discussing the MCQs that are important for your exam point of view, and we'll be discussing the new pattern that has been observed in the exams or the papers that have been conducted. There are a common pattern. There are statement questions that are being asked. So we'll be covering the statement questions so that you can get familiar with the type of questions that will be asked in the exam. So in this video, we'll be covering the chapters credit and debit cards, remittance products, and role of AI and technology in retail banking. The previous chapters have already been covered in the previous videos. अगर आपने वो videos अभी नहीं देखी हैं तो आप My Online Prep के channel पे जाके YouTube channel पे जाके उन videos को देख सकते हैं, सारे MCQs को practice कर सकते हैं, because your exam revision is very important, so you need to cover all the MCQs, all the chapters, and you can also download the free mock test that is available on the My Online Prep app or through the site, that is www.myonlineprep.com. You can practice MCQs from there, as well as here we'll be discussing the MCQs and the topics that are related to it. We'll try to cover most important topics through the MCQs. So now, without further ado, let us start with our first question from our chapter credit and debit cards. Okay, so the first question is the basic eligibility criteria for a credit carded. So this is a statement type questions. Here you are given certain statements, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have to choose the correct answer from the options that are given below. So you need to carefully read all the statements that are given. So here the statements are age, KYC norms, citizenship, source of income, good credit history. And the options that are given to you are option A, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that is age, KYC norms, citizenship, and source of income. Similarly, B is 1, 3, 4, and 5. Option C is 1, 2, 4, and 5. And option D is all of the above. So इनमें से क्या eligibility criteria है जो कि credit card के लिए important है? So here from these the correct option is age, KYC norms, source of income, and good credit history. Citizenship is not an eligibility criteria for the credit card. So the correct answer is 1, 2, 4, and 5. That is C is the correct answer. This is how you answer the statement type questions. First, you need to see what statements are given to you. Then you need to see the options and choose the correct answer from them. So it is very necessary to carefully read all the statements that are given to you. Another thing is you can use the elimination method, that is इन सारे जो 5 स्टेटमेंट्स दिए इनमें से सिटीजनशिप अगर सही नहीं लग रहा है तो यानी कि हमको क्या करना है, थर्ड जिसमें दिया होगा वो आंसर गलत हो जाएगा. सो ऑप्शन ए में भी 3 दिया है, सो दिस विल बी रॉन्ग. ऑप्शन बी में भी 3 दिया है, दिस विल बी रॉन्ग. एंड ऑप्शन डी में भी ऑल ऑफ द अबव है, सो दिस विल बी रॉन्ग. ओनली ऑप्शन सी इज देयर वेयर 3 इज नॉट given. So option C is the correct answer. You can even use the elimination method in this manner. Right. So the correct answer for this question is option C. Okay, moving on. The second question says dash type of PPIs can be used only for purchasing goods and services from a specific entity. The options are A, closed system PPIs, B, semi-closed system, C, PPIs, open system PPIs, and D, all of the above. Okay, so PPIs are the prepaid payment instruments. These are the prepaid payment instruments. And the question is asking only by specific entity. ऐसे कौन सी PPIs होते हैं जो केवल specific entity में ही goods and services purchase करने का option देते हैं. So the correct option here is closed system PPIs. That is only the closed system PPIs are the ones that allow the purchasing of goods and services from a specific entity. That is, that entity, when it is issued, the PPI is issued, it is only valid against the purchases from the entity which issued it. That is the issuing entity. जो entity issue करती है उसी से buying और purchasing यहाँ पे हो सकता है. So this is known as the closed system. सेमी क्लोज क्या होता है? सेमी क्लोज होता है जिसमें some entities allowed but not all. Not all. These are the semi closed. It can be used in multiple establishments but not all. And under these systems can only be issued by the banking institutions that are approved by the RBI, or the non-banking institutions that are authorized by RBI. And the open system PPIs, these are the one which can be only issued by the banking institutions, only the banking institutions that have been approved by RBI. And these can be used anywhere to facilitate the purchases, remittances, cash withdrawals, etc. For example, here comes the debit and credit cards. Debit and credit cards. So these are all the definitions for the types, but the correct answer for us is the option A, that is closed system PPIs, because the question is asking us for the specific entity. So option A is the correct answer. Okay, next question. Right. So the next question is, what is the RuPay Select card? It is asking about RuPay Select. Again, it is a statement type questions. Four statements are given to you and you have to choose the correct statement. So first statement is a loyalty program for affluent customers. Second statement is a contactless payment solution for smartwatches and personal electronic accessories. Third statement is a premium offering from the MasterCard and Visa. And the fourth statement is a card that offers benefits curated under one package independent of the bank partnerships. These are the four statements and you have to choose from the given options that which statements are correct regarding the select card. Options are 1 and 2, 3 only, 3 and 4, and 4 only. So among these statements, actually only one statement is correct for the RuPay Select card. This is the fourth statement, that is, it is a card that offers the benefits under one package independent of the bank partnerships. It is not dependent on the bank partnerships. So only 4 is the correct, and here option D is given 4 only. So the correct answer is option D. Out of these four statements, only the fourth statement is right. जो रुपे सेलेक्ट कार्ड है, इसके अलावा रुपे ऑन द गो, then there's रुपे platinum and global. You need to see the basic characteristics of all these cards. Here we're talking about the rupees select card. So it is a premium card. It is a premium card that offers the curated benefits under one package, and it is independent of the bank partnerships. It aims at the affluent. It aims at the affluent customers, and it offers services such as airport lounge access, then travel insurance, there's the concierge benefits and discounts on luxury items and so on. So the correct answer is statement 4 is only correct. So D is the correct option. Okay, moving on. Here the question says benefits of the RuPay Platinum card set. So in the last question only we discussed that there are various types of cards that are offered under RuPay. So here it is asking about the Platinum cards, and it is again a statement type question. So you need to read the statements first. First statement is access to airport lounges and comprehensive insurance cover. Second, merchant offers for dining, travel and shopping. And third, Amazon Pay offer. So out of these statements, which statements are correct for RuPay Platinum card? Options are 1 only, 1 and 2 both, 2 and 3 both, or all of the above. So if you read the statements carefully, actually all of these services are provided under the RuPay Platinum card. That is, all of the above is the right answer. It provides access to airport lounges and comprehensive insurance cover, as well as merchant discount offers for dining, travel and shopping. Amazon Pay offer. All of these services are provided under the RuPay Platinum card. So our correct option for this question is option D, all of the above. Okay, next question. Okay, so the question says, what are the two types of smart cards? What are the two types of smart cards? Again, it is a statement based questions. The statements are magnetic, non-magnetic, contact and contactless. And the given options are 1 and 3, 3 and 4, 2 and 3 and 1 and 4. So first, what is a smart card? It is similar to a physical card. It is a small physical that contains an integrated circuit or a microprocessing unit. It is a physical electronic authentication device and it is used for the various financial transactions. So the two types of the smart cards that are available to us are the contact and the contactless. So it is 3 and 4, and 3 and 4 is given in option B. So option B is the correct answer. That is, contact and contactless are the two types of smart cards that are available to us. Right. So these are all the questions from the credit and debit cards. Now we move on to the next chapter. The question asks, remittance products in the retail banking are remittance products that are related to the transfer of funds between the parties of a bill, an invoice, gift, etc. So, what are the remittance products that are available in retail banking? Option A is demand draft, pay orders, telegraphic transfer. Option B, real-time gross settlement, NEFT or EFT. Option C, both A and B, and option D, none of the above. So here the remittance products that are offered in retail banking are actually both A and B. That is through the demand draft, pay orders, telegraphic transfer, RTGS, NEFT, EFT. All of these, they can be used as the remittance products under retail banking. If we want to see a few differences between RTGS and NEFT, so whereas the NEFT has no minimum limit, it has no minimum limit. RTGS transactions can only be performed if the amount that is to be transferred is equal to or more than 2 lakhs. So RTGS, there is a minimum limit, that is 2 lakhs, and similarly the NEFT transactions, they take around 2 hours to be processed, whereas the RTGS transactions are processed immediately. These are processed immediately. So the fees and charges in the RTGS are more. So these are the basic differences. And here the remittance products, that was the main question. So the correct option is option C. That is, all of these are the products that are offered in retail banking. Right. Next question. The question is NEFT. The parties to the system are the parties to the system of NEFT. Again, it is a statement type questions, and the statements that are given are sending bank, sending service center, NEFT clearing center, the receiving service center, and the beneficiary bank. Out of these statements, which are the parties to the NEFT system? Options are 1, 2, and 3, 2 and 4, 1, 2, 4, and 5, and all of the above. So out of these, actually all are correct. That is, all of the above are the parties to the NEFT system. If we want to see a little more about the NEFT, so while filling the application form by the remitter, the person who is transferring money through the NEFT is required to give the beneficiary details like the name of the beneficiary, the name of the bank branch, IFSC, beneficiary bank account type and account number, and the NEFT transfer from or to the non-resident is also non-resident. Ordinary accounts can also be done, but it is subject to the adherence of the provisions of the FEMA Act of 2000. Apart from that, the customer shall ensure the availability of funds in the account. It is the responsibility of the customer. And these transactions that are happening under NEFT, they usually happen instantly in 1 day, within 2 hours that need to be processed, or within 2 days. And that is the business. If it is not completed within the 1 day time, then the banks are bound to revoke the transaction unless it is not in compliance with the security procedure. So these are the basic things or the basic information about NEFT. So here the parties to the system, it is all of the above. That is, all of these are the parties to the NEFT process. Okay, next question. Okay, the next question is the one who must ensure the availability of funds in the remitter account while issuing the payment transactions. The statements that are given are the originating bank, customer, remitter, or the destination bank. You have to tell actually who is responsible to maintain the availability of funds in the remitter account, the person who is starting the transaction. The options are 1 and 2, that is originating bank and customer, 2 only, customer, 2 and 3, customer, remitter, or D, 1, 3 and 4, that is originating bank, remitter, or the destination bank. Here the correct answer is C, 2 and 3, that is the customer or the remitter. Customer, who is the customer of the bank who is using the NEFT, and remitter is the person who is making the transfer from the account and who is using the fund from their own account. So remitter or customer, these mean the same. and these are the people who are actually responsible for the availability of fund. Now, if we want to see some basic information or some changes that have been made in the NEFT guidelines. So the NEFT guidelines, if we see, it was started in 2005. NEFT was started in 2005, and before December 2019, actually, this was not on the real time basis. That is, the RBI had fixed timings during which the NEFT transactions could be processed. It was between 8 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. from the business days, and 8 a.m. to 12 on the 12 p.m. of the holiday days from the on Saturdays. However, since 2020, the NEFT can be made 24/7. That is, the transfers using NEFT can be done 24/7. There are no fixed timings that were as before. So RBI has made these changes starting from 2020. And for this, to transfer the funds, we must add beneficiaries. Beneficiaries must be added, only then can we transfer the funds using NEFT. And there's no limit on the account. We already discussed there is no limit on the amount that can be used. And according to the RBI guidelines, the payments that are made via NEFT are processed and settles in the batches of half hour. Here, the batches of half hour, the NEFT payments are processed. So these are the basic changes that have been made in the NEFT payment by RBI starting from 2020. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The question is asking us about the sequential process flow of RTGS is. Here it is again a statement question. You need to read the statements and then arrange them in the correct order of the process. So let us see the statements. Actually, इस question को solve करने का तरीका क्या होता है? We need to see the options and use the elimination method. Let us see. The first statement is filling of application form by providing details of beneficiary. तो ये तो देख के लग रहा है ये first step होगा, that is filling of application form. So this should be the first step. यहाँ पे चारों ही options में one or the first statement is given as the first step. So we need to move on to the second. Second is destination bank prepared by the structured message for beneficiary. Third is debit the account of the remitter. Fourth is crediting the beneficiary bank. So here we can see that debit the account of the remitter. This should be the second step. After filling of the application, जो remitter का account है उससे वो amount debit होता है. So third statement should be the second. यहाँ पे third है B और C में. So we can cancel out option A and option D. These cannot be right because यहाँ पे second दिया हुआ है. So B and C हमारे पास बच गए options. Then we have option statement 2 and 4 left. So statement 2 is destination bank prepared the structured message for beneficiary. तो ये तो जब पूरा प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो जाता है, ट्रांसफर कंप्लीट हो जाता है, तब मैसेज आता है. तो उसके पहले क्या होगा? डेबिट के बाद क्रेडिटिंग द बेनिफिशियरी बैंक. So second वाला नहीं हो सकता. So option B is cancelled and we are left with only one option, that is option C. So after the debit of the account is done from the remitters, then crediting the beneficiary bank is done. So the correct order or the process is 1, 3, 4 and 2. That is option C. So this is a sequential flow of the RTGS payment. If we want to see about RTGS, it is the real-time gross settlement, real-time transfer. It is the real time. That is, it is happening continuously. जैसे NEFT में क्या था, वो continuously immediately transfer नहीं होता है, but यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, immediate और continuous transfer चल रहा है. It is again 24/7. It can be accessed 24/7 throughout the year. So 365 days even is there, and then this can be initiated anywhere using the internet. So it is a anytime anywhere system. It is the anytime anywhere system, and all the RTGS transactions are backed legally. So these are a secure method. What details must be provided? These are the amount that is to be transferred, the bank account number, the beneficiary's name, the branch name, the beneficiary's IFSC and the beneficiary's bank branch. These are all the information that is important for RTGS. So here the correct answer is C, option C, which is the right process for the flow of RTGS. Okay, moving on. The question is advantages of ECS. The question is asking us about the advantages of ECS. Again, we need to read the statements first. The statements are: no need for issuing check for each payment, no payment defaults if insufficient balance available, no follow-up needed by the remitter and originating banks, and the process flow is inflexible. Options are 1 only, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, or all of the above. So among these, the advantages of ECS, the electronic clearing service transactions, the advantage is 1 only, that is there is no need for issuing the check for each payment because it is done electronically. It is done इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली, तो यहाँ पे चेक की जरूरत नहीं होती. बाकी जो स्टेटमेंट्स दिए हैं, नो पेमेंट डिफॉल्ट इफ इनसफिशिएंट बैलेंस अवेलेबल, नहीं, अगर इनसफिशिएंट बैलेंस होगा अकाउंट में तो ये पेमेंट डिफॉल्ट होता है, सो दिस कैन बी राइट. देन the follow up needed by the remitter and originating banks follow up is there, so this is wrong, and the process flow is inflexible. It actually provides us a flexible process, so this is also not right. So the correct answer or the correct advantage of ECS is that there is no need for issuing check for each payment. So if we want to see a little detail about ECS, so no check is required for each payment, and the beneficiary, the debit is made automatically under the ECS, the electronic clearing system, and it is done under the NAC. It is done under the NAC, that is the National Automated Clearing House, which is operated by the National Payment Corporation of India, that is NPCI. So ECS works under NAC, that is incorporated under the NPCI, and here the payments are initiated by the ECS user. First it is initiated by the user, then the user needs to get registered with the clearing house and has to submit the information of the beneficiary. So they need to get the registration then, and then they need to submit the information of the beneficiary to whom the remit is to be done, and then the information is given. After that, the process of crediting the beneficiary account starts and is required to give the mandate to the user account. So after that, the beneficiary details are given, beneficiary details, and the user mandate, that is user mandate is given. So here the advantage of using ECS is this one. Okay, now we move on to the next question. Now we have questions from role of AI and technology in retail banking. The first question from this chapter is, which model offers common and basic information for most of the related services and products? The statements are: first, predominantly vertical model; second, vertically organized model; third, hybrid model; and fourth, the horizontally organized model. So out of these, what are the correct answers? The options are A, 1 and 2, B, 2 and 4, C, 1 and 3, or D, 1, 3 and 4. So here the correct answer is C, 1 and 3, that is predominantly vertically model and hybrid model. These are the correct options, or these models, they offer common and basic information for most of the related services and products. The rest of the options that are given are vertically organized model. So vertically organized model is where the customer information is centralized. Uh, the customer information is centralized in the vertically organized model, and is built the common origination and the servicing process across all its retail banking products. So the information is shared all across the retail banking products. And the horizontally organized model, here the individual process platform supports only one product. It is for only one product, and the subdata in the model are not shared. Here the information is not shared with other products and the other product platform. So यहाँ पे question क्या है? It offers common and basic information. So it is predominantly vertical and hybrid model. So the correct option is 1 and 3, that is option C is the right answer. Okay, we move on to the next question. The next question is, what are the important elements of retail banking? Now this is a very basic but one of the most important questions. What are the important elements of retail banking? The statements are technology, product, process, and people, and we need to choose from the given options. A options are 1, 3 and 2, B is 1 and 4, C is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and D is 1, 2 and 4. So we can say that the correct option is C, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. All of these, that is technology, product, process, and people, these are the important elements of retail banking. And because we are discussing the role of AI and technology, so we will discuss a bit about technology. So technology has actually changed the way retail banking is working. It provides, it effectively transforms the retail banking processes. It transforms the process, so it is a beneficial benefit for the people or the customers. And it also reduces the cost. It reduces the cost of all the working of the unit cost, so it is also a benefit for the process. And then it can help to change the competitive position as well. It can help to change the competitive position of the bank as well. So these are all the benefits of technology, and here the important elements are all of these. So C is the correct answer to this question. Next question. The second question from this unit is, Dash solutions are mostly modular, fully scalable, integrated core banking and investment management system designed for the specific needs of the retail and foreign banks. So here our Q should be investment management system, and we'll get the correct answer. Even though we'll look at the options are wealth management solution, outsourcing solution, in-house solution, or none of the above. So the question is asking us about the modular, fully scalable, integrated core banking and investment management system. The investment management system or the advisory services are provided under the wealth management solution. So A is the right answer. It is actually a branch of the financial services that deal with the investment needs of the affluent classes, and these are the advisory services. These are the advisory services that cater the investment management needs of the affluent clients. So here the correct answer is wealth management solutions. Then we have outsourcing solution. Outsourcing solution, if the keyword was given third party, if the keyword was third party. So outsourcing solution is actually a practice that is adopted by businesses where a company hires a third party to perform the various tasks for handling their operations or provide services for the company. So a third party is hired under outsourcing solution, whereas the third that is given is in-house solution. So in-house solution is where the company invests the resources into bringing an economic solution use exclusively for use exclusively within the organization. So it is something inside the organization. So here it is talking about the management system. So the correct answer is A, that is wealth management solution. Okay, next. The question is, outsourced model is most suitable for which type of banks? We have already discussed the outsourced model, that is where the third party is hired for performing the various tasks on behalf of the bank. So it is most suitable for which type of bank? Options are A, private banks, B, foreign banks, C, government banks, or D, proprietary banks. So here the correct option is B, foreign banks. So this is most suitable because these are actually very aggressive. These are very aggressive on the retail side, these foreign banks. So they use the outsource model, and it is more suitable because they're aggressive on the retail side. Moreover, the model that is adopted by the public sector banks, this is the proprietary model, and the models that are developed in the in-house. So proprietary banks or the government banks, they use the proprietary model, the proprietary model or the in-house development, whereas the private banks, they actually had the advantage because they were the late entrants. The private sector banks, these were the late entrants, so उनको बाकी सारे banks के experience का भी advantage मिला, plus they had the advantage of the available technology, so they could use the available technology in-house plus outsource also. So they had this benefit that they could use their own technology or outsource the same from the external vendors. But here the outsource model is more suitable for the foreign sector banks. Okay, moving on. The question is, the technology implementation in public sector banks starts from the introduction of. Options are smart cards, B, internet banking, C, automated ledger posting machines, and D, POS terminals, the point of sale terminals. So इंडिया में पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स में टेक्नोलॉजी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन किससे स्टार्ट हुआ था? The correct option is C, automated ledger posting machines. If we go into detail, so it actually happened in 1988 that the Reserve Bank of India, it set up a committee for the computerization of the banks, and this committee was headed by C. Rangarajan, Dr. C. Rangarajan, and the banks then began using the information technology with the introduction of the standalone PCs, and then it migrated to the local area network. So for this first introduction of the technology implementation in public sector banks, it started from the introduction of the ALPM machines, or the automated ledger posting machines. Then came the POS, then internet banking and smart cards. These are the recent developments in the technology sector of the banking sector. Okay. So that's all for today. We have covered these chapters, that is credit and debit cards, remittance products, and role of AI and technology in retail banking. And this was the class 5th of our series. And now we will meet again in the next class when we'll be discussing a few more chapters from the module B, and then we'll finish the module B and move on to the module C. So we have covered the MCQs that are following the latest pattern that are being asked in the exam. Moreover, you need to practice more and more MCQs so you can get familiarized with the questions that are being asked, and you can score the maximum marks to qualify in this exam. And now, apart from these videos, you can also download the फ्री मॉक टेस्ट दैट आर अवेलेबल ऑन द ऐप एज वेल एज द साइट. आप यूट्यूब चैनल पे जो सारी वीडियोस अवेलेबल हैं फॉर मॉड्यूल ए एंड द प्रीवियस वीडियोस ऑफ द मॉड्यूल बी, आप वो सारी वीडियोस देखो, जाके उन एमसीक्यूज को प्रैक्टिस करो, फिर जो टॉपिक्स कवर किए गए उनको रिवाइज करो, बिकॉज दीज आर एक्चुअली द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स. अब आप लोगों को पता नहीं है आपके पास, क्योंकि प्रीवियस ईयर के क्वेश्चंस नहीं है, तो आप लोग मैक्सिमम जो एमसीक्यूज मॉक टेस्ट वगैरह में अवेलेबल हैं आप उन्हीं को सॉल्व कर सकते हो. So this will be the right step towards your preparation, towards your revision actually. So go to the YouTube channel of My Online Prep, see all the videos, practice maximum mock tests that are possible for you to practice, and then subscribe to the channel and keep a track of the videos that are being uploaded daily for your revision. So we'll meet again in the next class. Till then, keep learning with us. Thank you.